the record straight right here in the village today in Washington Square Park. We got an industry about people, women trying to get it together, and men also in the state of New York. I can't say too much.
Too old, but New York.
Is this video or?
It's video, yeah.
Alright. Got a bad hair day, but okay. Do I have to give my real name?
No.
Okay. My name's Chabalita, and as a percussionist in New York in the 80s and 90s, I believe I suffered discrimination, but it was just the way guys were. Any other country I went to, whether it was in Africa or the West Indies, Cuba even, there wasn't a problem. Women were accepted.
Oh, wow.
But here, it's I've lost gigs when they found out I was a female, even if I'd been recommended.
I was a marketing assistant, and I had a friend who was a guy who did the same job, and he got paid $5,000 a year more than I got.
The lack of women in the workplace.
You believe there's more men in your office than women?
Out of over 60 employees, there's only about 10 women.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a slim margin.
It's always amazed me how few women there are in my industry. And that must be because maybe it's not a friendly place to be for women. I don't know.
What percentage of the workplace would you say is women?
Well, when I started, it was about maybe 10 or 15, and maybe it's up to about 30 now, which is surprising. I would think it would be much more. But it is getting better, but still not.
That's
it should be at least 50.
In now, though, Lisa, you still tell me that because you design products, chairs, and you are like one of the only women who is a woman.
Yeah.
Right now in 2016,
there are a few others,
there's only a couple of women
which is surprising.
Chair product designers.
But in architecture, that has changed significantly. But so it's getting better, but it's slower than it should be.
It's getting better, but the biggest thing I notice now is just that people think it's a non-issue. A lot of men still think that if they see a lot of women in the workplace, the problem is solved, right? So it's very uncomfortable to try and bring up specific instances where you say, well, that guy made a joke that I didn't like, kind of some of those smaller microaggressions, and people don't really want to listen to it. It's a subliminal thing, and it's I really don't think that a lot of people intend to be that way at all. Things take time to change. That's really the biggest thing.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I appreciate your help today.
I actually teach now, and I don't feel a lot of discrimination where I work, but when I worked in restaurants, there was a lot of discrimination towards women. Men would get promoted much easier than women, and it was frowned upon if you wanted to have a family.
Well, thank you very much, miss.
Like the environment is not conducive to the things that are sometimes important to women. Like it's not easy to balance family life and work life. They don't make that accessible.
I'm going to take up. Do you care to make a comment on women's discrimination in the workforce?
You had one.
I'm not commenting.
Well, I'll say it. What was it?
No. Don't quote me. I don't.
It just
I don't
always sucks. How's that? It sucks. There's always discrimination, and it's there. It's real.
It's real, I agree.
Don't have a baby.
I don't know. I think there's always a difference. I think women has to prove themselves a lot more to get up in journalism. That's the same in Denmark.
I am in the food and drink business, and in particular in the whiskey business. And I remember a friend who's also in the whiskey business pointed out that another woman said that every time a woman orders a whiskey at the bar, it's an act of aggression. So it's just a freaking glass of whiskey, but it has all this meaning put into it because nice women don't drink whiskey. So just a little story.
My name is Catherine. I worked in politics for 5 years where there's a lot of gender discrimination. A lot of it is overt and some of it is definitely more subtle, and it's the subtle the subtle comments and the subtle discrimination that hurts more. And I recently left that field and I'm going into a more female-dominated industry, which I don't know if the change in career paths has anything to do with the discrimination I faced. I mean, it might not, I'm not sure, but
Thank you very much. I
Yeah.
appreciate your help.
thank you.
Discrimination in the workplace should not be tolerated.
Women rule the world.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
I wasn't sitting here. I could have got